Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light, only with the best interest of me and collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Pisceans here family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Hello, my beautiful lovers. Welcome to the new subscribers, okay? Welcome back to my beautiful subscribers who are already here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thanks so very much for coming, and thanks for coming back. So this is a Jupiter message, okay? So no notes today, just jumping in and seeing what they talking about. We got psychic attacks, and we got Atlantis, and we got ancient divine blood, okay? Gosh, okay, so some people that you spend your past life with could be psychically attacking you at this time, okay? Yeah, we got twin flame mission that could be attacking your relationship so hard, okay? So fucking hard, okay? But I mean, I don't feel like it's working, okay? Yeah, we got highly ranked in the spiritual world, okay? We got divine protection and intervention, okay? You could be seeing a lot of synchronicities, and you are meant to have success in every part of life, okay? We got evil family members, and we got Yeshua's descendant, okay? And we got trauma, okay? So somebody could be trying to use your trauma from like past relationships or past life situations in order to like, shake you up or make you scared or, I don't know, make you panic, make you overthink, but I feel like it's important that you maintain your peace at this time, that you like keep your energy to yourself, keep your energy very balanced also, okay? Like, don't allow people to play games with your mind. Yeah, we got believe in what you know to be true, believe in the fact that you are free and nobody can really affect your life, that things are going to go the way they're meant to go according to divine time, and of course Jupiter being like a very abundant planet, just know that you'll always be in that energy of abundance. You can adapt to anything, to any situation, and there's nothing that's a secret to you. People can try to play games with you all day long, but you communicate very clearly with the divine, and there's nothing that happens that is a mystery to you. Okay, like you really do know a lot of things, and it's important that you have confidence in that. Oh, shit. Alright, let's see. What else? What's going on the outside? We got fucking courthouse, entity attachment, and opposition at the bottom of that. Okay? Jeez. I don't know. Somebody could be going to spiritual court right now. Yeah, we got intuitive Kev, expectation, and gift. Maybe somebody's expecting to get your gifts in some sort of way, or they want to affect your freedom. But it's like there's not shit they can do, okay? Yeah, you already walking the proper pathway, okay? Like, so, like, whatever, okay? The community, they falling down about it. You seen the community fall down, okay? They falling down about it. Maybe they're upset that your love spells aren't working. Maybe you just walking around in this boss-ass ascension, blissful, happy type of energy, just following your north node and not being open to any abuse or any voodoo or any of that bullshit, because you see things clearly and you know what you're meant to receive. Like, you know what kind of abundance is yours. Look at high honor hiding under the high priestess, okay? You so high honor, okay? You so official, like a referee with a whistle. And I feel like you just don't need to let anybody argue with you spiritually over what you already know to be true, like just remain aware of the fact that people would love for you to be overthinking, to be panicked, to be worried, to feel like you chose the wrong person or you're living the wrong life or whatever. Could be some sort of mature woman projecting these things that you projecting at your distant future. Yeah, we got false, okay? So I don't know, they want you to look. It says truth, false, false, truth, 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 false, false, truth, false, truth. Okay, so somebody, this energy of like they're trying to lace your thoughts with with false information, if that makes any sense, okay? Like they're trying to project some sort of false way of you looking at like your life or your divine counterpart or your career or some shit like this, okay? At your pathway. Like they want you to feel like what you see for yourself in the distant future is not possible, okay? Yeah, this mature woman, why is it parting on the same things in this relationship? Like they want you to feel like it's going nowhere, you know? Like they could be trying to do some sort of magic to like make you be very cold against, you know, toward your person or vice versa, you know. But I just don't feel like they're being very successful with whatever it is that they're trying to do, okay? They could be like doing a whole lot of talking. Huh. We got situationship, okay? So they could want you to feel like you're in a situationship, you know, or like, you know, I don't know, sending some sort of work to for y'all to like receive mixed signals, okay? Like it's some sort of love spell at play here. Yeah, we got love bombed, okay? And we got past life, okay? It says intense affection too quickly, excessive attention, overwhelming charm, hidden control, you know? I don't know. Maybe they want you to like attract some sort of narcissist or something. Or maybe they're trying, because like nobody talks about like the trauma that comes from like getting love bombed at first in relationships, right? You're so used to getting love bombs that like when you get into a new connection or you talking to someone new, it feels kind of weird for them to not be constantly paying attention to you or constantly talking to you or constantly communicating with you, right? Because they're not trying to love bomb you, right? Because it's more than like some sort of situation shit where they want to like run your shit in the ground. And so I feel like somebody could be using this kind of energy against you, you know, like making you feel like because like the beginning of this situation that's supposed to be real love, right? Because of the beginning of this actual relationship that's real that came from God doesn't mirror this relationship where it was all like, oh, I love you, and I we immediately got to spend all our time together and do everything together, you know. That's not really normal, okay? It's really normal to like get to know people and like spend a little bit of time with them or like, you know, figure things out about them. And I feel like you could be, I don't know, like maybe you could be worried or maybe you could be like, I don't know, thinking some type of way because shit doesn't look the way that the relationships of the past that caused trauma looked when they started, you know. And I feel like the divine is doing this on purpose, right? They don't want you to go into any new connections, whether they be romantic or otherwise, with these rose colored glasses or with this idea of us like immediately like, you know, being besties or being husband and wife or whatever, you know. And I feel like somebody's trying to use that very thing or that very way of looking at life against you, right? Maybe they don't realize this is something that you've grown out of, okay? Somebody also could want you to be very desperate, right? To feel like, oh, well, I'm not getting enough attention from this person or, you know, this isn't going the way that I want it to, and for you to go like try to find somebody else, right? So this energy of like them making you a cheater or them making the other person a cheater, like in your guys' mind though, yeah. Or this feeling of like you being a rebound or them being a rebound or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like it says avoiding loneliness, quick replacement just to forget, you know? Like somebody really wants you to forget somebody and they've been doing a lot of psychic attacks in order for you to do that. What situationship and love bomb? We got energy vampire, okay? So somebody's like a really huge energy vampire, you know. It says draining connections, toxic influence, protect your energy, time to cut cords, you know. So I mean, this could be multiple things. That's why I'm just looking at it like this, you know. Because I mean, this totally could be somebody that you had a situationship before, which is weird because that's what I was talking about in the Saturn reading, you know. but it doesn't give me that vibe, you know. Like I think it gives me that vibe because like that's what they want, you know. Like they want you to look at whoever you're talking to or whoever you're with as just like something like just a situationship. Want you to be convinced like, oh, they're just love bombing me. They don't really mean nothing that they're saying, right? Oh, this person, they must be an energy vampire because I'm so interested in them, or because I keep thinking about them, or because, you know, I want to talk to this person, then, oh, you know, they must be doing something to me. But I don't think that's the vibes. I think that somebody was really working hard to project this energy. Yeah, we got bounce back, okay? But I feel like you keep bouncing back from this energy, you know? You bounce back from everything that they do to you, you know? Any way that they try to attack you or try to tear you down or try to talk about you behind your back. It doesn't matter what they do, they can't keep you down. You always like rise up with more determination than you had when you fell down the first time, you know. And so it's making it really hard for them to like change your mind or to convince you to like lose belief in your freedom or whatever. We got on red, okay? It says ignored messages, waiting anxiously, no replies. Maybe they're just busy, you know. I feel like they're projecting this energy at your love life specifically, okay? But somebody going to spiritual court about this, okay? Karma is to be had for this shit. Let's swipe right and rebound. Like, because they want you to be in this heartbroken energy. You know, we got photoshopped, okay? It says fake perfection, artificial beauty, unrealistic standards, filtered beyond recognition, you know? Like, they just want you to feel badly all around about this person. Like, they just want you to feel like, you know, they're fake and, you know, they're ignoring me, or, you know, like just feeling all kinds of sad, right? But Spirit wants you to like remain unbreakable, you know? Like, whatever it is that you want or whatever it is you're going after or whatever you feel in your intuition is right for you to do or to go after, then that's what you need to follow. And like ignore these little bullshit ass energies that come from the left field that you already know don't align with how you feel about a situation or how you feel about a specific person, right? It says inner toughness, enduring hardships, strength through adversity, and nothing can break me, you know? Yeah, we got poker face, okay? So keep your poker face on when it comes to people, not deja vu. It says repeating patterns, familiar lessons, unresolved issues, and we've been here before. That's what I'm saying. That's how they want you to feel, okay? Like, oh my gosh, like this is the same shit from the last relationship I was in. I'm just gonna walk away from this person. I'm just gonna stop talking to them. I'm just gonna delete their number. I'm just gonna block them. I'm just gonna talk shit to them because, you know, it's Tuesday or whatever, you know. But Spirit is like, you know, keep yourself busy, be very productive at this time, and just focus on your success. And, you know, everything else is just falling into place for you already. Like obviously you already have a lover that you are interested in, yeah, but I feel like there's something going on in your career that you need to focus on a little bit more at this time, and to just like let love work itself out, you know. I mean, of course, be open, spend time with whoever you're interested in or whatever, but like try to stay as far away from like having drama with them as possible, because I feel like that's what I'm saying. Somebody is instigating this in order to like cause heartbreak, right? Like if they can make you think that this person that's offering love only wants to break your heart, then they could be winning because you'll cut them off yourself, right? What situationship, energy, vampire, and love bombs? Yeah, we got the Queen of Cups, okay? So this could be somebody's mother. I said a mature woman when I had that deck earlier. We got the Star, okay? We got the Five of Wands. And we got the Page of Cups. That's too crazy, bro, okay? So this Queen of Cups is trying to cause issues for you. The Star trying to cause conflict in your new relationships. Come on. Yeah, with the Ten of Cups, trying to affect your future family or the family you've already built with your person. Yeah, we got the King of Cups right here. So your father could be a narcissist, okay? He could be a love bomber, like nobody's business, a real energy vampire. If you do know them, not if they like passed on or nothing like that. That's not the vibes that I'm getting. I'm getting like a mother and father that's alive and walking around this bitch, being energy vampires to their kids. What's the star in the five of wands? And anything new that they try to build in their life. Yeah, we got the two of cups. Okay, I don't know. Like, excuse me, they're trying to control who you exchange energy with. Like, why is who they exchange energy with so important? We got the Four of Pentacles. I don't know. It's got something to do with like the abundance that you're sitting on, or maybe they feel like if you exchange energy with a new person, with a new lover or whatever, you won't be around them anymore. Yeah, we got the Six of Wands, okay? And we got the Knight of Pentacles. It's weird because it's like they feel like it's only a matter of time before you'll find this happiness, and their entity attachments are going through spiritual court right now. So they're already receiving karma. They receive karma every time they try to mess with you or mess with your love life, but they just keep doing it. Yeah, we got the Five of Swords and the Emperor. They just can't let it go. They just can't let it go. Like the idea of them being replaced by someone else, right? Because like if you're a woman, you know, like your parents, your mother, your father, you know, they're like your first real relationship, okay? They are like the emperor, the stability in your life, you know? And it's like somebody's parents are afraid that they'll find someone else to provide real stability in their life, and they'll like take them away from them. It's really it sounds like a really big separation issue. We got the Ten of Pentacles, but it's got something to do with like your abundance or what you're meant to attract. Yeah, we got the Devil. Like they really refuse to detach from this idea of you being like publicly recognized or you receiving some sort of raise in money. Yeah, we got the Four of Swords. It's like I heard I'll die about it. They willing to die about whatever the fuck you meant to attract with the world, okay? Like it's like they doing everything they can do to keep you from closing this cycle with them. Yeah, we got the Nine of Cups and the Five of Cups because they feel like once you get this wish fulfillment, you get this person you meant to be with, then they gonna be left out in the cold all sad and shit, and they cannot let go of the thought of this weird ass energy with the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck and the Sun. Hello. Okay, exposing the family energy out here. Yeah, we got the King of Pentacles. They could see you as the King of Pentacles. They could take multiple leaps of faith. Look at the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Like, and the Three of Cups, okay? These people, like, these parents, like, they're the third party in your life, right? Like, if you've been hearing about, like, a third party attacking you or a third party hiring a practitioner to do these love spells, this is your fucking parents, okay? They psychically attacking the shit out of you. Because there's something about this ancient divine blood. But it's weird because it's like they know. It's like they got this weird underlying feeling that they don't really like you for some reason. But it's really like these entities that's attached to these people. Yeah. We got the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Swords, okay? Like they could be tired of like attacking you or, you know, like trying to keep you from getting new opportunities and new contracts in the dark. But it's like they done it's like they did so much. Like they did so much work that they gotta get this tower. They gotta get this. You gotta get this justice. They gonna get this karma. Okay, you got the Eight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so you being set free and attracting whatever you need to attract by working as a team with the divine, and they getting pushed out into the cold for stabbing you in the back and trying to control your love life and trying to psychically attack you, and they fucking with the wrong shit right now. Okay, Ace of Swords. They need to have several seeds and leave you alone at this time. I feel like even if you do like get in your head or whatever and you separate from your lover, I feel like you always get to this place where you guys get back together. Like y'all be praying for each other and shit, okay? Yeah, look, always sweet to you. You guys are very sweet to each other most of the time, okay? What's the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Star? We got feeling unappreciated, okay? So I don't know. These people could feel like, just because you want to be in love or you want to grow or you want to advance or you want more in life, that you don't appreciate them or what they do for you or what they've been doing for you all these years. What's the star, the Five of Wands, and the Two of Cups? I'm ready to start our life together, okay? But you got a lover who's like, no, no, you're mine now. We about to start this life together, Who I gotta meet, who's saying I gotta shake, what I gotta pay for in order to make these people like me. And I don't know, I feel like it's not really nothing they could do to like keep this person away from you. Okay? Yeah, we got always sweet to you, okay? Like, but it's more of like this person is just like super sweet on you. And it's like that makes it very hard for them to cause conflict with you and this person, right? Because I feel like even if shit is not good between you and this person, y'all just don't be saying nothing to each other. Y'all don't be like arguing or going back and forth a whole bunch, like, because you don't really see a point in that, and that's really good, okay? Like, don't argue with your person. Yeah, look, I need you, okay? I feel like you and your person, y'all feel like y'all need each other and these parents, okay? Because this is going right in between the Queen and King of Cups and the Star, okay? I need you. They need you. They need you. They need your energy, okay? Look, hell no, ho. They cannot have your energy. Spirit's not playing, okay? They cannot use you anymore. We got daddy issues, okay? So, I mean, your dad could have not even spent that much time in your life, but, like, maybe he's around now and he feel like he got some sort of say, okay? It's complicated, okay? Like, you can have a very complicated relationship with your parents, okay? Just listen with your heart on what it is that you need to do. And I feel like even though you change for the better, some people could feel like you change for the worse because they're unable to control you or unable to like control your wish fulfillment or some shit like that. So they don't like these new changes that you made, and they make sure they don't support it while they tell you that they love you. And yeah, funny. That's so funny. So, I mean, also, your person, they think you're very funny, and I think they do love you. That's why they're so sweet to you. I feel like they don't really like to tell you no or to, like, deliver bad news to you, so they might, like, clam up or go to themselves or get real quiet on you. And I think that makes it very easy for people to like psychically attack you or, to make you think, like, oh, they just want me as a situationship, they just using me as a rebound or whatever it is you tell yourself when you're going crazy because your person is not talking that much. But I feel like it's important for you to like stay away from that way of thinking, especially if you really want to be with this person. We got Capricorn, we got Scorpio, okay? It says I don't know how I feel yet. Okay, so somebody's still trying to find like some sort of clarity on how they feel or like how they plan on moving forward next in their life, and also they're getting psychically attacked too, okay? It says warning, side nigga alert, okay? So somebody could be trying to like send a side nigga or a side bitch your way to or their way, to cause conflict or to cause issues. Somebody could be like being tempted, by exes or by I don't know, some sort of energy. Yeah, we got kind hearted though, so I feel like they're not gonna fall for it. Yeah, it says, I wish I could read your phone or your mind. I feel like people just want to get in your business. They want to know who you talking to. This shit say warning. Do not trust them, okay? So people in your business look narcissistic as fuck at the bottom of the deck, okay? This is a pussy, don't be disrespectful. And it says, you're my soulmate. I only have eyes for you too late, okay? So they're too late when it comes to ruining this connection that they working so hard to ruin. Like, but it's just giving me like mad thought daggers, like somebody's really aiming at your abundance in all its forms and they're trying to use you to tear it down. So like I said, try to keep your thoughts very positive about, like, you know, your career, your abundance, you're meant to attract, your wish fulfillment, whatever it looks like. Try to stay very positive about it and catch yourself if you're having like any negative thoughts or anything like that, okay? Because like I seen the distance card, like somebody's trying to create distance, somebody's anticipating there being distance put between you and what your goals are, whether it be in love or just, you know, your happiness that you want in life. You know, we got release, okay, and we got trickery. Jeez. This way, keep it faith, keep on beating you. We got waterproof, okay? Because you're waterproof. All this shit that they throw in is rolling right off of your back. I don't feel like it's really having that much of an effect on you, but I feel like you could be very psychic, very empathic, and very in tune with like your emotions and your thoughts, your consciousness, you know? And so like you really do notice like these certain feelings or these certain moments or these certain situations, and you kind of second guess what it is that you're like thinking or feeling or like sort of imagining about like what could be going on when you're kind of in the dark and you don't know everything because you haven't communicated with the other person just yet, you know. But like try to curb that and just be a little bit more patient, you know. They're saying like we're not going to send you anyone that you can't trust or that you're not supposed to be with, like not at this point in the game, okay? So you just have to like have a lot of trust in the divine and why they move the way that they move, and just understand that like even if you are talking to a very specific person, that very specific person has a lot of things that they need to learn, that they need to see about the people around them, and things that they need to experience too, you know. And that's kind of what makes the twin flame journey so hard, right? Or like, you know, a soulmate connection or whatever, because it's like behind you guys like just getting to know each other or just like, you know, trying to grow together or whatever, you still have all of this individual growth that you're doing and all of these things that happen in your individual lives that you have to like work through while still maintaining like the coolest connection you could possibly maintain with the person, right? So just try to keep that in mind, okay? Next time you're kind of freaking out. We got nature, you know, spend some time in nature, go outside, like busy yourself with something good, with good things, okay? Busy yourself with good things, create, spend time outside or whatever. And also like don't be afraid to like spend time over here alone, away from other people, thinking on your wishes, on your manifestations, and what it is that you're trying to create, and seeing those things coming true in your life, instead of like focusing too much on the negativity or whatever people are trying to send in the form of psychic attacks. Yeah, we got, because it's all a distraction, period. It's all a distraction from the beauty and insight that you already know to be true or to be coming into your life, okay? Yeah, it's all about your perspective. If they can, you know, tweak your perspective or keep you in a negative way of thinking, or, you know, convince you that this is something that you already dealt with before, or something that you don't deserve, or this is totally odd and it shouldn't be happening to you, then, you know, it's like then they can get you to just throw it away, or they can get you to walk away from something that is really meant to be very beneficial for you. I feel like there's a spiritual battle going on about your future, especially your love life, okay? So like spend as much time in your sacred space as possible, and just know that spirit is always keeping an eye on these people, and that like your gifts are protected from any and all upheaval that these people may be routinely trying to bring into your life, you know. This could be people that spend a lot of time under the influence, you know, or people that are like trauma bonded for life because they had kids together, you know. They're just operating out of a place of fear. They got a lot of fear that they need to release, and so, you know, they play games with other people's lives because it's a lot easier than focusing on the wounds that they picked up when they were children and things that they need to grow from, right? Spirit. Oh, my nose is about to start running. What's the final thought? Jeez. Excuse me. So we got the Five of Roses, or the Five of Pentacles, and the King of Keys, okay? And the Five of Roses boy is pointing at the King of Keys, so that's real perfect because that's significant. Let me just read it. Let me find it first. Let me find the King of Keys too. So I don't gotta look for the Keys right here. Ah, yes. Okay, so the Five of Roses says, two children play in a sunny, lush green garden. A boy shoots a slingshot while a girl next to him watches a butterfly in the flowers with a magnifying glass. If the children aren't part of your life already, this card could show their arrival. It also, okay, so you could be meant to have some sort of children with this divine counterpart that you are with, okay, or about to be with, okay? It says it could also indicate that your children, even adult children, could become more of a focus for you. Okay, they may have some concerns of their own, but even so, opportunities for things to mend come easily right now. There also may be a real change and benefit for one of your children who has made a special effort recently. This is a very advantageous time for the children around you. Enjoy it and help them enjoy it too, you know. I feel like you could do things very differently. If you do have children, you could do things very differently from how your parents did things with you, you know, with your children. They could like disagree with that, but still respect it. Also, I think they really notice the difference between the way that you treat your children and the way they treated you, you know. It says, whether upright or reverse, you can look to the adjacent card, the one toward which the boy is shooting and the girl is looking, to get more insight on children around you and their issues. Apply the details and people in this nearby card to the present and future children in your life, okay? So the King of Keys rides a splendid horse toward a great castle in the distance. He is happy and at ease as he travels home. This is an entrepreneurial man with civil or commercial authority. He is confident, astute, and perhaps overly focused on his work or career. Though he can be very thoughtful and helpful to you in business or financial matters, he is often more goal oriented than people oriented. Keep this in mind if this man turns out to be a love interest for you or another, okay? And so that could be like the whole thing, you know, like your person could be just very focused on their career, on building, you know, their castle or their, you know, foundation or their, you know, security. Like maybe they want to like be more secure before they give you like all of their time and attention, you know, and like you just need to be patient. And like I said, like there's something going on. That's why, you know, it's complicated. There's something going on like with that person where they're like really busy, or they're like disconnected, or they're not like they're not like giving you all of their attention right now, but they're just trying to do something, you know. Like don't distract yourself with negative thoughts about what they might be doing or what they could be doing. It's like either you want to be with them and you're going to trust them to show you who they are, or if you can really love them the way that you feel you're meant to, or you might be feeling you're meant to in the future, you know. Or, you know, if it's just not the thing, and then you know, assess whatever lessons you learned and you move forward, you know. But whatever you do, like try not to get in this very negative way of thinking, or like get yourself into a cycle, you know, where you're getting yourself all worked up and you're getting upset, you know, when, you know, it's not even nothing. Like the person could be trying to like surprise you with something nice, and you're just like you know, badgering them because you feel like they're not giving you enough time, or they're not like doing whatever. Like you just never know, you know. So just get busy doing something that you want to do, you know, because they're saying like, you know, if this lover was a friend, you know, then it wouldn't be such a big deal, like if they didn't call you back or if they got too busy or if they got distracted. And I mean, at the end of the day, like your lover is your friend, you know, so give them the space that you would give a friend or a family member or whatever, and just let them do them, and just like have a little confidence, okay? Like know that what you have to offer is not something that people are willing to just skip over, you know? And anybody that ever left you behind, they really like regret that shit. So you don't have to like do too much to like keep this person. You know, not to say like, oh, just be okay with never talking to them or never communicating, you know, but like everybody has their days or things that go on, and it's just important that you keep that kind of mindset rather than going spiraling, okay? Because that's kind of what these people on the outside of you want you to do. They want you to spiral, to worry, to have fear, and to shut off things and opportunities in relationships and in your career before you even get a chance to see where it's going, or before you get to get that success, because they're like, they've been feeding off of you for a long time. It says, whether the King of Keys represents you or another, be on the lookout for a major promotion, a heightening of income, or a furthering of career achievements. Career in finance, real estate, and business are typical for the King of Keys, but management in any industry can be forthcoming. This may also be a good time for self employment and business expansion for you or a man in your life, okay? So, I mean, good things are coming, good things are happening, expansion is happening, but also there's like this energy of like confusion and, you know, being conflicted, and, you know, conflict, magic, love spells, and different types of energies that are kind of being thrown in the mix, you know, even if they're just coming out as people talking about you, right? Because that is a magic that people don't really recognize as magic a lot of the time. Like, this could just be like your parents gossiping about you, like, you know, talking about you, talking about, you know, what you need to do and what's good for you and what you should do and who you should be with and how you should be doing things, right? And so, you know, you just have to take it how it resonates, okay? And with that, I'm done. I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, that you got something that you need out of this, and I will see you later, my love. Bye.